Good evening. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel. It's like a team on my part series, The Week That Was College Football History Review, the 1974 college football season. This is week 3. The games that are played on September 21st, 1974, week 3. Let's get into it. Navy upset number 8 Penn State 7-6. Huge upset was orchestrated by Navy coach George Welsh, assistant under Penn State coach Joe Paterno for 10 years. Navy scored on game's only real drive, 80-yard effort in second quarter that was capped by fullback Bob Jackson's surprise 4-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Robin Amin. Victory by midshipmen was due in part to Penn State mistakes and heavy rain, as there were five lost fumbles, one at the Navy 12-yard line, another at the 9-yard line. 4 missed field goals by usually reliable kicker Chris Ball, including 43-yard attempt at game's end, and late failed two-point conversion. The Lions, who lost 13-game unbeaten streak, had 20-8 advantage in first down and 267 yards of rushing, but could not overcome errors. West Virginia beat Kentucky by a score of 16-3. Wildcats looked dandy and they buried West Virginia running back Charlie Miller at 1-yard line on opening kickoff, but Mountaineers reversed the field position on tailback Artie Owens' 75-yard gallop to the 10-yard line. West Virginia fullback Haywood Smith scored on fourth down, as the rain slop contributed to a pair of bad pitchouts by Kentucky quarterback Mike Van Nuzzi, which helped Mountaineers to 16-0 lead by the middle of the second quarter. After that, the Cats controlled action until they got close to West Virginia goal line when defensive tackle John Tree Adams and nose guard Jeff Murrow keyed pair goal line stands. Mississippi State defeated Georgia 38-14. Senior quarterback Rocky Felker orchestrated the upset as Bulldogs scored 6 times and outgained Georgia 399-251. Felker, who threw for 170 yards and a touchdown and rushed for 59 yards and a touchdown, opened scoring with 1-yard first-quarter touchdown pass to tight end Bob Bozeman as Michigan State cruised to the 24-0 halftime lead. Running back Walter Packer rushed for 148 yards and a touchdown, gaining 28 of 42 yards on opening scoring drive for Bulldogs, and added 25 yards burst for a 24-0 lead in the second quarter. The Maroons enjoyed 283 yards to 96 yards advantage in dominant first half as they were on way to handing Georgia coach Vince Dooley his worst conference loss since his first year in 1964, 31-7 defeat to Alabama. Next, Texas A&M upset number 7 Louisiana State by a score of 21-14. Punishing rushing attack enabled Aggies to top 7th-ranked LSU in a game that was not as close as score might indicate, because halfback Skip Walker had 130 yards on 16 carries, halfback Bubba Bean, who had 14 carries, 127 yards, and fullback Bucky Sams had 170 yards and 16 carries, all cracked the century rushing mark, and all scored touchdowns as Wishbone offense was in full gear with 417 yards rushing. Bean personally outgained Tigers in first half 113-89 and made 50-yard touchdown run for 14-7 lead. Sams scored for game winner on 1-yard run in the fourth quarter to cap a 37-yard drive after a fumble recovery by linebacker Garth Naple. The Tigers had just a single turnover, but it was costly because LSU had open scoring on a 46-yard run by tailback Brad Davis, who was forced to punt 7 times. The Bengals' second touchdown came on an end zone fumble recovery by wide receiver Robert Dow. Michigan State shut out Syracuse by a score of 19-0. Spartans racked up 391 yards of offense, including 317 yards rushing, but it took quarterback Charlie Backett's 30-yard blitz beating pass to wide receiver Mike Jones inside last 1:30 of the second quarter. Now, Syracuse defense hung in well until tailback Rich Bays scored first of his pair of fourth quarter touchdowns at end of 70-yard drive early into the quarter. Orange coach Frank Maloney said, "Our defense played a tough, gritty game Our offense gave us no help at all. Our blocking was terrible. Syracuse made only 142 yards of offense with 2.5 per run average. Now, Nebraska, number 14 in the country, was upset by Wisconsin 21-20. Highly memorable game played at Camp Randall Stadium was decided in 2-minute span of the fourth quarter when Nebraska had to set a field goal and a 20-14 edge after having established a first and goal at the Wisconsin 2-yard line. Meanwhile, the Badgers completely turned the tables by scoring 2 plays later on a 77-yard pass play from quarterback Greg Bolig to wide receiver Jeff Mack with 3:29 left. Mack caught the ball at own 35-yard line, racing 65 yards to winning score. The Huskers were crippled by loss of quarterback David Humm, who left contest in the first quarter with a hip injury, and loss of I-back John O'Leary, who missed half the game after a blow to the head. O'Leary had given Nebraska a 14-7 lead at halftime, and a halftime lead 14-7 on a 6-yard scoring run. But with injuries mounting, Nebraska managed only 2 field goals by kicker Mike Coyle in second half, while surrendering 2 touchdowns. Badgers had built confidence after 1973's 20-16 loss in Lincoln. Next, Iowa upset number 12 UCLA 21-10. The Hawkeyes became perhaps the day's most unlikely winner on Saturday, rife with upsets. 4 top 10 and 8 top 20 teams went down to defeat. Iowa entered the game with 12-game losing streak, but Hawks' bubble 50 defense held quarterback John Sciarra and Bruins' veer attack in check, as limiting Sciarra to 113 yards of total offense. Iowa's wing T offense was led by unheralded fifth-year senior and quarterback Rob Fick, who had been cut during the previous year. Fick tossed 2-yard touchdowns with their seconds of each other in the second quarter. With decisive points, Iowa fullback Mark Fetter, who broke 3 tackles on a 30-yard scoring reception in second quarter, rushed for fourth quarter touchdown to cap 91-yard drive and seal unlikely victory. The Bruins fumbled 6 times, losing 3 while being outrushed 241 to 194 yards. Next, Miami upset number 19 Houston by a score of 20-3. The Hurricanes of Miami were led by punishing the defensive line that featured nose guard Reuben Carter, the defensive tackle Bruce Eli, and defensive tackle Eddie Edwards, and completely swamped the Houston. Miami took lead for good with a 35-yard scoring drive in the first quarter to 5-yard touchdown run by tailback Don Martin, which came after Eli recovered fumble by Cougars running back Donnie McGraw. Miami tailback Woody Thompson rushed for a game-high 85 yards and clinching fourth quarter 1-yard touchdown, while Canes defense amassed 5 sacks. Houston defense forced 4 fumbles, but its offense could convert them only into 3 points on a 22-yard field goal by kicker Leonard Copeland. Finally, Oklahoma State beat Arkansas, the number 10 team in the country, 26-7. Coming off an emotional win over Southern Cal, Arkansas was flat as Prairie versus regional rival Oklahoma State. Special teams dominated for the Cowboys as they got school record 4 field goals from sophomore kicker Abby Daigle, an 83-yard punt return for a touchdown by freshman tailback Wes Hankins. Now that helped build a commanding 19-0 fourth quarter lead as Okie State offense, Oklahoma State contributed 285 yards rushing as offensive line dominated at scrimmage. Now, using 5-man front that was led by defensive tackles like James White, Phil Dokes, Cal Pokes prevented Razorbacks from crossing midfield until the fourth quarter by forcing 5 turnovers and surrendering only 125 yards rushing. Hogs halfback Bernard Barnabas White's 11-yard scoring run in the fourth quarter prevented a shutout. So that concludes a look at week number 3, the week that was week 3, college football history review, the 1974 college football season. Let's look at the AP poll as of September 23rd. Number 20 was Miami. Number 19 was Penn State. Number 18 was Southern California. 17 was Louisiana State. Number 16 was Illinois. Number 15 was Arizona. 14 was Tennessee. 13 was North Carolina State. Number 12, Oklahoma State. Number 11, Wisconsin. The top 10 round out is this. Number 10, Nebraska. Number 9 was Texas A&M. Number 8, Pittsburgh. Number 7, Arizona State. Number 6, Texas. Number 5, Michigan. Number 4, Alabama. Number 3, Oklahoma. Number 2, Notre Dame. And number 1, Ohio State. So that concludes a look at the week that was college sports in review, the 1974 college football season, week 3. The games are played on September 21st, 1974. Please subscribe and like and comment on the channel. I'll do a video of Smack 2 tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon. Matter of fact, I'll do a video on Thursday, not tomorrow, including also the On This Day in Black Music History. I will not do a video tomorrow. It'll be on Thursday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll not do no videos on Wednesday at all, including this part series, the week that was college football review, the 1974 college football season. So I'll be speaking during this series on Thursday. Talk to you on Thursday.